Buena gente, bienvenidos al canal de Darwin Games en otro capítulo más de Vampyr. En el capítulo anterior habíamos ayudado a Lady Ashbury a terminar la misión que nos había pedido de callar al extorsionador. Habíamos llegado aquí, habíamos salvado, curado, ponle a la mayoría de la gente y ahora tienen resfriado y resfriado. Ahora mismo podemos curarlos, así que vamos a ver si tenemos lo que viene siendo el tratamiento. Que creo que sí. Tiene pinta por lo menos. De momento es un resfriado, no necesitamos cosas tochas. Y nada, vamos a curar a la gente rápido del resfriado. Y nos vamos a ir a los muelles como habíamos hablado antes. A descubrir nuevas personas y nuevas cosillas que se ciernen sobre el mapa. Primero vamos a buscar... Aquí está, Pipa Hawking. Está aquí.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good evening.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Vale, ofrece
Not
remedio.
under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
De nada.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Vale. Y ahora necesitamos hablar dónde están los otros dos. Esa es la cosa, que no sé dónde están los otros dos. Por allí, a lo mejor, maybe. Ghostic, tal... Lady Ashbury... No están arriba... Este no es, este tampoco... Harriet tampoco es... Milton menos... ¿Dónde está el señor de las cefaleas? Que estaba por aquí la otra vez. A ver... Aquí está, mira. La migraña y... ahí está. A ver, vamos a... Señor, resfriado.
Hello again, Mr. Blythe.
Hello again.
I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway.
Soy doctor, es
Can't
lo que
thank you
toca.
enough, sir.
Tengo que ayudar a la gente.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Vamos a
Throughout
curarlo.
history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You are wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Vale, listo. Ya hemos curado a este señor. Pues vamos directos al muelle, como habíamos hablado. Recordemos que también tenemos el tema de nuestra hermana. De ir a su tumba. Y seguramente estar con nuestra madre, diría. Vale, de momento estamos sanos al 96%. Este señor se está curando, este también. Y este es el complicado. De momento ese va a ser el complicado, me da. Y por lo que vemos... Tequila. Es tequila. Toma. Toma tequila, niño. Nam, 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 nam. Chelines y balas. Bueno. A ver, menos en nada, pero prefiero temas médicos, la verdad. Aunque creo que estos no van a tener nada de eso. Vamos a ver, por aquí. Esto por aquí. Mira, esto sí que tiene. Esto por ahí también tiene. Que es la de aluminio. Y esto por aquí, a ver. Aquí también hay. Que es la de aluminio y aluminio en polvo. Vale. ¡Toma! Mira cómo salta. Venga, a dormir. ¿Algo más? ¿Tenéis cositas que darme? ¿Tú sí? Tú creo que no. Vale. Vamos a recoger esto de aquí. Codeína y ergotamina. Perfecto. Por aquí antes habíamos escuchado como un monstruo. Ahí está, y ahí está. Este sitio va a estar duro, ¿eh? Tenemos un problema. Y el problema es el siguiente. Estos bichos están duros, no lo siguiente. Uf. Mira, no es por nada, pero... Gracias. Estoy jodido. Y lo digo en serio, estoy jodido. Ayudar sangre. Lo matamos, bien. Curamos. Vale, va. Skulls de nivel 16 está complicado. Lo he entendido. Y encima con nombre. Así que va a estar complicado, sí. A lo que si tiene nombre significa... Creo que significa... O no. O no tiene nada que ver. Es que no sé, ¿eh? Ouch. No sé si prefiero... No sé si prefiero que me meta el mordisco él a que me meta la hostia al otro, porque... Claro, al... Luego me lo cargo. No, sí. Vale. Me voy a curar. Vale, voy a hacer invisible. Y me voy a pirar. ¿O no? No puede ser. ¿Por qué no le pegas al otro de allá? Amigo. Dale. A mí no, a ese. Por favor, ¿puedes pegarle al otro? A ver si no me pega, bien. El chuclo de la sangre. Puede ser, no. Mira aquí. Dios, qué bicho más chungo, tú. Ah, terminé. Bien. Uah. Cosa más dura, tú. Vale, pieza de gatillo corriente. Va, bien, 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 bien. Oh, qué cosa más... Uff. Lea, bro. Muestra de sangre interesante líquida, a ver. Opio, vale, bien.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland. It's medication. Never a good move.
Mala cosa. Ah, ya. Vale, no pasa nada. No pasa nada. No pasa absolutamente nada. Vale, podemos abrir por aquí. Cosa buena. Vale, muelles estables. Vale, eso significa que el nivel de los muelles está Gucci. Vale, pues ahora vamos a hablar con este espécimen.
What do you want?
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Ajá. Es un criminal.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Vaya. Respetas que
So, tell me
fui
about your
soldado.
gang.
Nice.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
¿Seguro que tú eres el jefe? De los Wet Boot
What can
Boys.
you tell me about this part of town?
No sé yo,
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Vaya. Esto es lo que le he preguntado, sí. Vale, me faltaría esto. Se ha cansado la
I
vida
know
de
you're
Whitney.
looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Vale.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Goodbye, Mr. Dicky. A ver, y esta señora es Edwina Cox.
Been a while since.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Preguntas más bien. Sigo utilizando el apellido de su madre.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Sí, no.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
You never paid him a visit at the Pembroke Hospital, did you?
And I don't intend to. In Clay's case, I'm not against a medical mistake or a little help from the Spanish flu.
Vaya.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Vale. ¿Alguien en concreto?
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Vale.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Bueno, pues yo seré la violencia aquí, no pasa nada. A ver, ¿tienes sentimientos por Dobby? No sé.
Digby looks at you with
El que
love-struck
acabamos de
eyes.
hablar.
Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
No, me da igual, la verdad. No me escandalizo con tanta...
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Vaya. ¿Sabe el hombre que mató?
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
Ajá. ¿Qué ocurrió exactamente?
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
No el rumor de la
And your
conciencia.
conscience is clear.
Nah.
You kill without
Por
hesitation.
cómo se ve, no creo.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Y creo que ya no tengo nada más de momento hasta que...
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
No quiero comprarle nada, así que me...
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gang, the epidemic, everyone's throwing the blame.
Ahí hay alguien. Es una ratiña. Mira que hay alguien también. A ver. Hola, buen señor, ¿qué pasó? ¿Cómo está?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all.
Odio a todo el mundo.
Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
No sé, me recuerda a un amigo que odia a todos
Is
y a
there no
todos.
one who deserves your leniency then?
Depende del día también.
Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
Vale.
What's
¿A
your
qué se dedica?
occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
Vaya.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot. What then?
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just wanted to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Ajá. Vale, son los que
Goodbye,
hablamos.
Mr. Fishburne.
Vale. De momento en esta parte no... Vale, este señor está resfriado. El Fishburne este. Vamos a curarlo.
Good evening,
Que
Mr.
creo que
Fishburne.
tengo.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again.
Creo.
A doctor
Vuelvo,
concerned
repito.
with the health
Creo
of
que
his
tengo.
patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
Vale.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Vale, no tengo. Tendría que crearlo. Ok. Para el resfriado. Ok. No es por nada, pero yo recuerdo esta parte. Sí, yo recuerdo esta parte. Los muelles. Y aquí hay una cosita interesante. Correcto. A ver. Collar ensangrentado. Vale, bien.
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella.
Vale, ya tengo eso.
Fishburne, that
No tengo
sneaky
la llave para esto
bastard.
todavía. Sneaky bastard. Vale, así que tengo...
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Encontré el regalo y los
I have
cuerpos.
retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
Joder. ¿No tiene remordimiento?
Have you no remorse? You don't even deny your crimes.
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reed, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Vale, no creo que tengamos nada más que hábleme de su
Tell me
víctima.
about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
Vale.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
O sea que está mal de la cabecita, por lo que veo.
You feel nothing, do you?
Vaya.
No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well,
Well.
our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Ajá, ¿le resulta placentero matar?
Did you
Diría
take
que sí.
pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger.
Vaya.
For a time.
¿Quiere controlar su ira?
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Vale.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
¿Por qué lo protege su
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
Que es su
I'm
hijo,
her
a ver.
son.
Ahí
She's
está.
the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
La muerte no es la respuesta.
I don't believe death is the appropriate sentence for murder. Not in a civilized society. But the last word has to remain with the law.
There is no law around here. No justice to be found. In these parts, revenge is the only answer.
Pero claro, la venganza significa que alguien te vendrá a buscar y a matar. Así que... tampoco es que sea la mejor idea.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Pero bueno. ¿Qué sabré yo? Mira, aquí hay otra persona desconocida. ¿Qué le pasa,
Hello,
señor?
boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't.
¿Por qué?
I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Kingsbury. Anemia. Uf. Creo que
What can you
tengo la
tell me
cura
about this region?
para eso, creo.
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Vale, ¿por qué te evitan?
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
¿Has pensado alguna vez en...?
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Vale.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
¿Tienes trabajo?
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
¿Algún rumor?
What do people
A ver
say
qué me
about
puedes
this
decir.
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you
Solo?
alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul.
La madre del asesino.
Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Stella Fishburne. Vale. Tenemos cositas ya. Tenemos cositas,
So
tenemos
long,
cositas.
Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Am I really cursed? It would explain so much.
La madre está ahí dentro. Vamos a hablar con ella. También, ya que estoy.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
Porque le voy a robar todo.
Gentlemen are easy targets in these
It's locked.
It's like fuck. Vale, por aquí hay algo. Placa de plomo y varilla de plomo. Vale. Muelle y grasa. A ver. Por aquí no hay nada. Por aquí tampoco. Por aquí menos. Por aquí sí. ¡Ah! ¡Me quemo! ¡Cruz! ¡Ah! Soy vampiro. Dolor. A ver,
Don't stay too long, sir. So you have questions about the flu, then?
más bien sobre tu hijo.
Yes,
Pero sí.
among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Vale. Háblame sobre el huérfano. ¿Cómo va todo por aquí? Háblame sobre el huérfano.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Vale. ¿Cómo va todo por aquí?
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
La epidemia genera violencia.
Do you think the increase
Vale,
in
creo que las
violence has
dos.
anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Me lo creo. Y la pobreza también genera
Violence
vampiros.
has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Vale, bueno. ¿A qué se dedica?
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope
Vale.
factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Vale. Su marido murió en
Did
la
your
guerra.
husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Vaya. ¿Cómo
How
paga
do
el
you
alquiler?
pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad.
Sí,
He's
trabaja.
very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always
Sí,
easy,
sí, sí.
but
No,
we
no
get
se carga
by,
gente.
right?
Claro, claro. ¿Por qué protege a Seymour?
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
Verdad. Bueno, no podrá protegerlo siempre o esto tiene que acabarse.
I understand your pain, but you cannot mother him forever.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Vale. Solo tenemos
Tell
de
me
Seymour.
about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child, and he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can
Sí.
extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Puede ser que no nadie lo
Your
cambie.
son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Y esta es... Stella, He fallado en esta. Y me falta una. Vale. Y anemia, resfriado y agotamiento.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Bueno, vale.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Take it yourself. Puede que se carga la madre incluso, en una de
Please
estas.
don't stay too long, sir.
Sí, sí, ya me voy, tranquilo. Vale, tenemos por aquí para guardar. Aquí. Anemia y resfriado. Vale, podemos curarlos. Vale, y aquí está el sitio para curarme. Para guardar. Vale, anemia y resfriado. Vamos a ver si podemos fabricar eso. Anemia, sí. Resfriado, a ver. Resfriado también. Perfecto. Pues nada, vamos para allá. No hay más de aquí, ¿no? Agotamiento, si mal no recuerdo, tengo 3. Ya, 3 o 4. Sí, no, vamos a curar a la gente que está aquí. Al asesino y al hermano del asesino. A ver,
Good
un
evening,
asesino.
Mr. Fishman.
Yeah.
Vamos a
Do you require
curarte.
medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
Ofrecerle.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishman. Vale, bien. Vamos a hablar ahora con este señor.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
De nada, de nada.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Vale, de este mapa, ¿qué me falta? Me faltan 2, 4, 6, 7 personas. Vale. De ahí me faltan 7 personas. De aquí me falta todo. De aquí me faltan 3. Y estos están bien. Este está recuperándose. Este está bien. Me falta cosilla para la migraña. Está complicado, la verdad. No sé si no los curo, se pueden morir con el tiempo. Es algo que no tengo ni idea. Hablando claro. Me faltan sitios, por descubrir o algo. Es que aquí... Ven aquí.
This is despicable.
Despicable. Esto se supone que estaba abierto, ¿no? Ahora está cerrado. A ver. Vale, y por aquí es por donde matamos al otro señor. ¿O no?
It's one of them! There's one of them vermin!
Sí, soy uno de ellos, amigo. Y ahora muere. Aquí hay algo, ¿no? Me estoy equivocando yo. No sé. Maybe. No hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada.
Steady, boom!
Te voy a chuclar la vida. Tranquilo, que a ti también. Lo que le acabo de quitar. Madre de Dios. Vale. Vale, a lo mejor les quito bastante. Madre mía. Recluta de Pimbro, matón de Pimbren. Estos son matones de cazadores. Bueno, listo. Vale, creo que estos bichos no me van a dar mucha experiencia. Así que nada. Y aquí no sé si cómo puedo llegar a entrar. Imagino que por otro lado, pero... Tarán, 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 tarán. Tarararán. Oye, pero mira qué cosita se acaba de caer desde el segundo piso. Vale, pues nada. Aquí ya no hay mucho más que hacer, la verdad. Tendría que buscar un sitio para... Bueno, en realidad sí que tendría que buscar el bar para poder hablar con la gente, pero claro, no sé dónde está. Muerto, vale, bien.
It's locked, all right.
Buah, espérate. Que hay tanto bicho aquí. Ven aquí. Ñam, ñam. Fácil. Vale, aquí es donde nos peleamos con el Scala, que con William Bishop. La primera... Segundo capítulo, creo fue. Sí, correcto. Vale, y aquí no hay nada más entonces. Tiene pinta de que no, ¿no? Vale. Mira, sí, por aquí. Por aquí hay más. Aquí, te chuclo la vida. Listo. Toma. Luego lo chulo entero, ¿no? Casi. Fácil. Lo único que me falta por encontrar es el bar. No sé dónde está, Creo que puede que esté por aquí, pero claro, o sea, es que no sé. Me extraña. Bueno. Vale, bien. Lo dicho, nos falta encontrar el bar. Yo necesito encontrar el bar para curar al buen señor aquel. Vale, aquí estábamos antes. Que saltamos de un lado a otro. Me acuerdo. Vale, entonces, si vamos por aquí... Vale. Esta es la puerta de donde estábamos en Epa, dinero. De free. Vale, y entonces nosotros tenemos que ir por aquí. Varilla de plomo. En realidad ya tenemos para subir armas. Deberíamos hacerlo, la verdad. Ahora cuando eso podemos tirar para hacer armas. Para mejorarlas más bien. Vale, y por aquí tenemos para abrir aquí, ¿no? Literal. Ajá, perfecto. Vale, y esto es el bar. No, esto no es el bar. Vale. Pues vamos a guardar ya, que hemos hecho bastante. Vamos a intentar mejorar algún arma que otra. Porque creo que podemos mejorar armas. Mira, esta es bastante buena. Y yo la que estoy utilizando ahora es el machete ese, justo. Este también es bastante bueno. Cortar hueso. Y hoja grande, utilizar a los marineros y pescadores. Aumenta el daño infligido un 10%. Este está bastante bien. Lo que solo tiene 2 levels. Este tiene más. Necesito esto. Puedo romperlo y luego subirlo, ¿no? Imagino. Esto sí, esto no. Me falta uno. Voy a ver si puedo desmontar alguna cosilla que me... No me va a dar nada de lo que necesito de la pistola. Así que de momento se queda así como está. Vale. Pues... Vale, lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí. Hemos hecho bastante, hemos conocido la mitad de la gente que hay aquí. Nos falta curar de agotamiento al del bar. Y nos falta conocer la mitad de la gente de aquí. Pero bueno, por lo menos mientras esté estable esta zona, vamos bien. Así que nada, vamos a... Uy, no tenemos mucho que subir en realidad, ahora que lo pienso. Porque esto no lo estamos utilizando, cosa que deberíamos. Esto de energía creo que son 600 y no podemos. Correcto. Y estos son más, así que yo ya me olvido. Así que nada, vamos a guardarlo por ahí. Vamos a dejarlo por ahí. Y diría que para el próximo capítulo vamos a aprender, vamos a conocer toda la gente de aquí. Y con la misma vamos al funeral de nuestra hermana. Que acordaros que nos la cargamos nosotros. Pero bueno, vamos a ir a ver si encontramos a nuestra madre o algo. Ya veremos. Recordad, si os está gustando la serie o os gusta mi contenido, darle like, suscribiros, comentar si tenéis alguna duda o algo. Y darle a la campanita para enteraros de lo que voy subiendo. Muchas gracias por verme y nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. ¡Chao!